on it as he gets into the middle of the straight. The rest all close up in that first turn. It's getting very, very tight for second, third, fourth and fifth. As Gary Jackson pulls away, coming in front of him.
Like it's steady down. So he's got it back again, and Kelvin Tatum. Steve holding.
Second, to keep the power on, right a much wider line. Mark Edwards right in on the inside flags. His nose into that first corner. So Rob Wilson and Tony Miles come off that top bend. John Halsey trying to fight his way through on the inside of we get underway with race 7, and as they go into that first bend, I was just about to say that if we think back over the years, one outfit that always seems to go well on the North Park circuit is outfit number 3, Alan and John Blewett, and they're doing exactly that at the moment.
Well, we've come to another fantastic venue for the final round of the British Masters for 1996. This is it. This is where they get their name on the trophies as being the British champions. It's a fantastic venue here at Dalton Barracks, home of the North Parks Club of later years. Now indeed, we know we're in for fantastic competition, but is the weather going to play a part in this afternoon? It's very windy, there's rain in the air, we don't know what the track conditions are going to be like. It's a new track, but as I say, on this Dalton Barracks venue. Now we know that we're going to get a new name on the trophy in the solo competition because Joe Screen has not defended his title this year. But what name will it be? Jeremy Doncaster is in great contention. We know he's got good equipment. Kelvin Tatum missed out on the World Long Track. Wouldn't he love to have his name on the British Masters title? Well, that's got to be decided later on, and I know there's going to be a lot of people here this afternoon interested in what happens in the sidecars. Will it be third time lucky for Roger Measor, 3 in a row? Perhaps Gary Jackson, he was ahead on points last year. He missed out at the final round. There is, of course, 60% of the competition to be contested here this afternoon. 6 rides, a lot can happen. We're looking forward to it. We're going to see if we can get a few words from some of the riders because I'm sure they're all very keyed up. It is the British Masters. It's a title that puts your name in history, but it's not an easy one to win. One rider that I had to have a word with in the sidecar class, Gary Jackson, going superbly well at the moment and top of the points. Looking forward to this afternoon?
Yeah, we are. We've just been out and practiced, and it looks good. We're enjoying it really, so see what the afternoon fetches.
Well, absolutely. I mean, we've still got 60% of the competition to go, and as most of the crowd, I think, is saying, it looks very, very big.
The track is good. He's laid it out well. The ground's good. They've done a good job today.
So obviously suits the sort of style of riding that you're used to.
Well, it'll suit most people. Everyone will be able to ride it quite well today, so yeah, it'll be a tough day. There's, as you say, there's 42 points today. We've only got, what, 3 in the lead, so it's nothing. So we've got to ride well to do it.
Well, I agree. And Mick, he's in excellent form at the moment as he trips over to Germany. Obviously everything going well.
Yeah, pretty well. Yeah, planning well and everything coming off on the days. So we're quite happy.
So a very confident crew, Gary. I think we're going to say that we wish you the best of luck. It would be nice to see that name on the title, and obviously a lot to go, but we wish you luck.
We'll be doing our very best, so thank you very much.
You mentioned a moment ago that obviously it's very, very tight in the sidecar class, just 3 points between first and second, and Mark Edwards, it's you that's sitting there in that second place. A big, big track, but very hopeful.
So I like that, you know, and old motocross days coming in again, like, you know. If it's smooth and slick, these speedway bikes tend to sort of like take the run, you know, that Ivor's got, so hopefully it does get a bit rougher.
And more in the lines of being a true grass track then?
Yeah.
But obviously it's going to be tight this afternoon. There's a lot to get through. 6 rides for everybody, and I mean 3 points isn't a lot, is it? It's almost like starting from 0 again.
Oh, that's right. I think anywhere in the top, anyone can come good. You know, you just got to have the luck on the day. You can't beat bad luck, can you? You know, you just got to keep plodding away.
Well, absolutely. And Nick, feeling that everything's ready and raring to go?
Yeah, I think we're in the right frame of mind. We stayed off the drink a bit last night, so that probably helped a bit. It's the first time we've done that for a long time. Good track, you know, yeah, as Bob says the first, very funny. Yeah, good track, you know, like Mark says, cutting up a bit on the corners. Like Mark likes it rough, like he says, you know, motocross is coming through, so he does better on rougher tracks than the Collier streets and the smoother circuits and the speedway as well. So the rougher it gets, more he like it, more I'll have to hang on. So
Well, excellent indeed. I know that the equipment behind me is all being worked on at the moment, gearing getting right and everything else. Mark, I wish you the best of luck. We know it's going to be hard this afternoon, but as you say, anyone in the top 7 really could do it, couldn't they?
That's right, yeah, just got to keep on plugging away.
Well, the best of luck, guys, and I'm sure it's going to be exciting.
Cheers, Jim.
Well, of course, without wanting to put too much pressure on you, one man I had to have a word with, of course, is Roger Measor. You won it in 94, you won it in 95, and you're in there with a shout for 1996.
I shouldn't be talking to you, Jim, really, or even answering any of your questions, because last year I was so far behind you didn't want to interview me, so I was hoping that I'd be this far behind and perhaps I'd win it again and you wouldn't interview me. But no, obviously we're in with a chance, but then again, so are the top 10. You know, as we saw last year, everything turned around and the favourites slid down and the not so favourites, they got right up at the top, so we went to the last race, and I foresee that going again at the same today.
Well, I think I agree with you, Roger. I mean, obviously we did see a massive turnaround last year, and it is almost like starting again, isn't it, when you come to the second round?
Well, that's right. You know, everybody now knows that they're in with a chance. They don't think, oh, well, you know, the leaders are going to win. So everybody's putting that much more effort into it, and I think it's going to make for a great day's racing.
Well, I agree with you. Been out for practice?
Yes, I think I've worn myself out trying to find the lines around there. Contrary to public opinion, I haven't roared around as much as everybody's said, but you know, I've had the tours, everybody visiting the track, I've showed everybody around, so perhaps just looking at it I've got an advantage.
Well, you never know. We hope there's something there, Roger. I'm sure there's a lot of the crowd out there going to be hoping that you'll do it for a third time, and you never know, we might be speaking to you later on.
Thanks very much, Jim.
And I had to have a word with this morning, Kelvin Tatum. Obviously, really are a lot of people saying top of the class at the moment, but slight disappointment perhaps missing out on that long track.
Yeah, it was a disappointment. We had one race where we had a problem and the bikes got a misfire and I went from first to last, and that was a real shame, because if I'd won that I would have had a maximum going into the semi-finals and it could have been a different meeting, but it's just one of those things, you know.
Well, of course, and that was a long track. Our interest today is the British Masters, and I know after last year's performances that you will be going for it this afternoon, and of course top of the points as well, so a slight advantage going into this meeting.
Yeah, although yeah, slight advantage obviously, and it was nice to score a lot of points at the first round, but a lot of points up for grabs today, and so it's vital to stay consistent all day. I'm sure that Steve Schofield and Simon Cross and Jeremy are all going to be raring to go, so it's going to be a tough day, I'm sure, but I shall do my best.
Well, I think obviously the crowd are all thinking it's going to be a very tough day, but the track looks big, perhaps would suit those of you that do ride on the continent.
Yeah, the track's a good shape, and it's fortunately the weather hasn't got at it too much, so the surface is fine. I'm sure if we don't get too much rain today, I think it'll be a real good racetrack.
Well, I think everybody's thinking along those lines as well, Kelvin. We of course wish you the best of luck, and maybe that British title will be yours.
Yep, I certainly do my best.
Thanks.
I think we haven't got Steve Schofield, but other than Steve, I think we've got everybody else down here. Let's hope Steve will be able to come and join. So, Mr. Bill Rawlinson, chairman of the ACU, is going to set off, and we'll start off. Onside here we go, Cornish is doing well on the show, underground. Roger Lowe. And a man from Middlesbrough who's really going well this year. Little good cheers for Peter Gregory. So then, alongside Gary Lapham on the Cornish. Earlier on we were talking about it. Tony Darks, another young rider as well. And a special welcome back to Steve Bishop. Alongside him, it's Scott Wilson. Then John Underwood. And then Canterbury's Chris Fritz. Many times, Malcolm Simmons. And then one of the quickest young British riders on the shale and the grass, Paul Hurry. And then coming in is our second reserve, Jason Newitt. And then another quick young rider, Richard Anson. Andy Sell from Bristol. And a man with a Tetro jacket on. Who could it be? Trevor Banks.
Another young rider.
Another young rider indeed. Just checking whether they're close enough to the range. Tony Acklin, ladies and gentlemen. Alongside him, John Jeffries. then from Hereford is Paul Fry.
I'm pretty impressed, mate.
And then the master man who set history last year on the track. Who can it be? Kelvin Tatum. Alongside him, Jeremy Doncaster. It's Swindon's Glen Cunning. Coventry's Simon Cross. Jason Handley, ladies and gentlemen. Tall figure of Vince Kinchin alongside him. And it's Steve Holding. Bill should know this young man, I should imagine. Number 66, it's Scott Nichols. Another good man on the show, Ray Morton. Then from the Midlands, Phil Ashcroft. Another Midlander, remember that ride at Andover, Peter Lloyd. Alongside him, another Ipswich man, Lee Lanner. And on the end, number 11, David Steve. What a winning support is that?
They're certainly in with a chance. They won it in 94, they won it in 95. It is, of course, Roger Measor and Shane Lapham. There is somebody else. The next crew along, the up-and-coming stars, which I know people will hope to see them go well this afternoon. They're very, very quick. Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. The third crew that we've introduced to you, that's 185, very, very experienced crew of John Hiscock and Matt Stace. Number 148 is Rob and Chris Winterman. Number 23, the crew that are in fact leading this competition at the moment, not by very many points, it is of course Gary Jackson and Nick Stace. Outfit number 15 on the Australian designed Speedway type outfit, Ivor Matthews and Ian Weatherly. Outfit number 1, again a very experienced driver. We're going to try and get a collection later on to buy some paint to cover the outfit with. It is outfit number 1, Craig Cheatham and Clyde Reynolds. All the way up from Cornwall, and fantastic to see this crew in the Masters this year. It is number 60, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. Outfit number 101, and I'm hoping at long last they decided who's the driver and who's the passenger. It is of course Steve Wright and Gary Wright. Outfit number 26, the man that claims he's one of the oldest in the sport now. In terms of floating as well, it is of course Red Blackpool and Colin Blackpool. That's not making the chill. We move on to outfit number 13. The big cheer on the crew that will be there and thereabouts this afternoon. John Wolsey and Jason Canning. Number 149 is of course Len Ford and Terry Madeley. And we've heard that unfortunately Alan Blewett has not turned up as yet. For what reason that is, it means that outfit number 52 will be coming in to take his place, and that is Terry Phillips and Chris Myers. Outfit number 24, and last weekend they became the South Eastern Centre Sidecar champions, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. You got one supporter out there, Rob. Outfit number 17, also from down there in that Kent area, is of course Stace and Andy Orchard. That's got to be the biggest cheer we've had so far. Outfit number 2, and I'm sure you're going to outdo it now because it is Steve Smith and Dave Brett. Outfit number 73, desperately hoping to get a ride this afternoon, listed as a reserve, Brett Osborne and Morris Cooper. Oh, I said it earlier on with Mark Edwards, but I'm going to say it again, one of the youngest developers in this sport, outfit number 25, Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. So the mementos have been given. That completes the run-out for the 1996 Masters. Both classes is that there is a lot to do this afternoon. Just to begin our competition for today, I was going to first of all take you through the starting game of the track, and the answer will be both of the track. So it's the very left of the starting.
And Chris Tritton. They're going to the ball band and Simon Cross on the inside, but Kelvin Tatum moves ahead, so it's Kelvin Tatum in front, Simon Cross in second place, Phil Ashcroft in fourth, and could be Steve Bishop moving up into third place. But Lloyd is also making a challenge, coming through to take fourth place in Phil Ashcroft. So they come round towards us, Kelvin Tatum looks over his shoulder, Lloyd battling with Phil Ashcroft in fourth place. And Phil Ashcroft dropping back just a little bit there as Peter Lloyd moves away, and Peter Lloyd it is who goes on to third spot. Steve Bishop still just there with it. And this double down on the bend to our left. Get going again. There's Kelvin Tatum. Simon Cross in that second spot. Then Phil Ashcroft. And then tucked in behind him, Malcolm Simmons. Well, what can you say? 50-year-old Malcolm Simmons riding with all the skill of a veteran speedway and grass track man. Meanwhile, at front then, it's Kelvin Tatum who's going to lead as they go into the last lap. Behind with an in-track frame on and then Peter Lloyd has broken free of that battle for third place and is going after second place man Simon Cross, but he's had an awful lot to do to try and do it in half a lap. It's Kelvin Tatum. First place in the afternoon. Simon Cross is going to get that second place. Peter Lloyd's going to get that third. In fourth place it's going to be Steve Bishop, back from injury behind him. Phil Ashcroft. And then Malcolm Simmons. And then at number 37, Roger Lobb. First place, number 1, Kelvin Tatum. In second place, number 14, Simon Cross. In third place, number 4, Peter Lloyd. In fourth place, number 34, Steve Bishop. In fifth place, number 83, Phil Ashcroft. In sixth place, number 30, Malcolm Simmons. In seventh place, number 37, Roger Lobb. And in eighth place, number 8, Chris Tritton. And the winner's time, 1 minute 32.16. 1 minute 32.16. Jeremy Doncaster is getting Banks on his inside. Banks inches ahead. Then there's John Underwood. Then there's Jeremy Doncaster. And Jeremy Doncaster with Tony Atkin as they go round the bend. And it's Jeremy Doncaster and Tony Atkin almost side by side. But they go down the back straight. Atkin is not letting him get away. And behind him, Lee Lapham. So, Jeremy Doncaster then, leading this one, but Tony Atkin right there with him and not letting the leader get away with it. Vince Kitchen having a splendid ride in that third place. John Underwood and Trevor Banks and Lee Lapham fighting for fourth place. So then, Jeremy Doncaster. Then Trevor Banks looking for a way around John Underwood as they go round that bottom bend, but not quite finding it. So out in front, it's still Jeremy Doncaster with the advantage. Tony Atkin now has slipped back a few metres. A bit extension may in fact be closing up from that third spot. So Jeremy Doncaster then leads as they go into the last lap. He does. John Underwood is fifth place, Lee Lapham behind him. So then it's Jeremy Doncaster, third place in the competition, looking to open his battle for the championship here today with a win. He's out in front, it looks as though it's a comfortable buffer. He heads for the checkered flag. It's Jeremy Doncaster there, the hero. In second place. Trevor Banks absolutely side by side just ahead of Lee Lapham, and then number 24, Ray Moore. Race there. A victory for number 6, Jeremy Doncaster. In second place, number 10, Tony Atkin. In third place, number 844, Vince Kinchin. In fourth place, this is the one you've been waiting for, number 12, Trevor Banks, just on the line. In fifth place, number 77, John Underwood. In sixth place, number 101, Lee Lapham. In seventh place, number 24, Ray Morton. In eighth place, number 117, Tony Dart. And the winner's time was 1 minute 34.65. 1 minute 34.6. The man in second place in the competition thus far, number 3, Steve Schofield. The 350 British champion, Jason Handley. Glen Cunningham is also handily placed in this event. Mitchell Gordon has been going so well of late. David Mears, who came as a reserve and rode well. Paul Fry, John Jeffries, and Steve Holding. As they go round the bend. It's Paul who's leading at the moment, then Swindon in second place, Exeter in third, Jason Handley in fourth. Look at Paul Fry, he saw a gap up the inside, he's gone for second place. Jason Handley in fourth. Paul Fry in second, Glen Cunningham in third, Jason Handley working to close up the gap from that fourth spot. And second, third and fourth, only a few metres in it, and the leader a few metres more out in front. But that leader is Steve Schofield, and the full way down is in the race. Paul Fry in second, and Mitchell Gordon, John Jeffries, and David Mears. So, Steve Schofield then, looking at the moment as though he's got this one under control. Paul Fry and Glen Cunningham in second and third. Jason Handley trying to close up from that fourth spot. Mitchell Gordon still in fifth place, and sixth place only John Jeffries, and in expensive noises from David Mears. It all went suddenly quiet as he went past us. And look at Jason Handley closing up on Glen Cunningham. Something's happened to Cunningham surely on the far side. Schofield wins, Schofield wins. Paul Fry in second place. Fourth place to Glen Cunningham. Fifth place to Mitchell Gordon. Sixth place, number 53, Steve Holding. Three as follows. In first place, number 3, Steve Schofield. In second place, number 55, Paul Fry. In third place, number 95, Jason Handley. In fourth place, number 98, Glen Cunningham. In fifth place, number 9, Mitchell Gordon. In sixth place, number 53, Steve Holding. And in seventh place, number 114, John Jeffries. No other finisher because David Mears retired. The winner's time, 1 minute 32.70. 1 minute 32.70. Well, Paul Hurry maintains the form, which we tend to forget just how young Paul is. He's such a good runner. Made it both to the World Long Track Final and to the European Grasstrack Finals this year, as well as doing a splendid job for London Lions at Haringey. gold, made it to the winner of the 21. Those two, Glen Cunning, and about 8 on the form. That's going to the competition, and on the good point. Second place, David Steen in third as we look across to the far side. So then, Paul Hurry had a few injury problems this year, but he really was a tremendous performer. Paul Hurry really going for it here. And the battle for fourth between Scott Nichols and Scott Wilson, the battle of the two Scots as we look down to our right. And in front, Paul Hurry then. Already has established himself with a good lead over second place man Andy Sell. Colin Earl trying to make his way through. Colin had a good outing at the first round, and look at him go through the opposition there. Goes from fifth to third on one bend. A tremendous ride on that bend from Colin Earl. But he's going to have a challenge around the top one. Right in front then. Meanwhile, it's Paul Hurry. One more lap to go with him. And he's challenging. And he's full of place. Scott Nichols. Well, a tremendous ride by a young man from Middlesbrough, probably Colin Earl, and he did it again then, lost third place, took it back again on the bottom bend. So then, Paul Hurry it is. Heading for the finish line. Number 86, Paul Hurry is the win. And he's in second place. Colin Earl in third. Scott Nichols in fourth. As follows, in first place, number 86, Paul Hurry. In second place, number 50, Andy Sell. In third place, number 172, Colin Earl. In fourth place, number 66, Scott Nichols. In fifth place, number 11, David Steen. In sixth place, number 74, Scott Wilson. And in seventh place, number 177, Gary Lobb. No eighth finisher, winner's time 1 minute 35.51. 1 minute 35.51.
Rides and 4 maximum point scoring rides at the first round, sits him on 28 points at the moment. Mark Edwards and Nick Walters, an excellent day at the first round. They only dropped one ride, so they in fact are sitting on 25 points. Also coming to the start line, Dave Steele and Andy Orchard. Now we know that they've proved over the years that they can pull out all the stops and perform on the big occasion. Jackson indeed, and Nick Wolf was on the back of Mark Edwards up there in second place. Richard Thomas has gone the wide line round the outside. Gary Jackson's gone very, very wide. He looks quick though as he comes down through. Glen Cunning up in third at the moment. to see that change in third and fourth place. You can see the gap opening up between second and third. Mark Edwards desperately trying to stay with Gary Jackson. Well, Dave Steele has now moved through up in the fourth place, so there's chopping and changing going on for those lower places. But at the front at the moment is Gary Jackson on the wide line. Practice on the stop bend that is the one to watch with interest. Gary Jackson choosing to keep the power on, right a much wider line. Mark Edwards right in on the inside flags. That's where there's going to be a change if there's going to be one. You can see again that Mark Edwards has stayed side. But this one goes Jackson. Trying to find the quickest way around the turn. In terrific form for that for this afternoon's conclusion. As he goes down the back straight, has he opened up the gap a little bit between him and Mark Edwards? But certainly that gap between second and third, Dave Steele has now started to pull away from the rest of the field. But as we see the checker flag coming out for the first time in the cycle, it's to win the competition for Gary Jackson and Nick Walters. It's open there really, shouldn't I? Mark Edwards and Nick Walters in second place. Both still cruising through that third spot. That's a tremendous start to the sidecar competition. The pressure still being kept on by Gary Jackson and Mick Stace. First of the 1000cc sidecars, let's give you the official result. It was of course a win for outfit number 23, and that is Gary Jackson and Mick Stace. Maximum points to them. In second place, outfit number 8, that's Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. In third place, number 17, Dave Steele and Andy Orchard. Fourth place goes to number 148, Rob Winterburn and Chris Winterburn. Now we're quickly checking the result on the 5th and 6th place. I'll give that to you in a moment. Looking in terrific style as they come around off that top bend, holding a much tighter line than we saw both Mark Edwards and watching to see if there are any gaps going to be created. Quite often what can happen in this situation is Steve Smith is concentrating on passing the man in front. He's a gap for the third place rider to come through. But as I say that, you can see it looks as if there's a mistake there. And if anything, they've opened the gap up between second and third. But Rob Wilson still with the lead. He's going to come under pressure this time, I'm sure, from Steve Smith and Dave French. Well, they'll be coming towards the checker flag this time. Again, Rob Wilson slows and Steve Smith is coming towards the line on the inside. Hangs on. Steve Smith goes second. John Halsey in third. It's a 1,000 that Blackburn looks to have got it just from Robbie Wilson. 6, a win for outfit number 24. A great start to the afternoon for Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In second place was outfit number 2, Steve Smith and Dave French. In third place, outfit number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In fourth place, number 26 is Wedge Blackburn and Paul Whitelam. In fifth place, number 25, Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. And our 6th place finisher there, outfit number 1, Craig Cheetham and Clive Reynolds. The winning time, 1:29.57, 1:29.57, that winning time. And as they go into that first end, I was just about to say that if we think back over the years, one outfit that always seems to go well on the North Park circuit is outfit number 3, Alan and John Blewett, and they're doing exactly that at the moment. For Alan Blewett, it is in second spot at the moment from Roger Measor and Shane Lapham. And he looks very, very quick going up that back straight. He's not letting Roger Measor get away from him. It's Steve and Gary Wright in 3rd spot at the moment. And as they come off that top turn, Roger Measor again has gone very wide. Alan Blewett staying on the Steve Wright and Gary Wright in 3rd. A battle for his 4th place as Pete Goodwin takes over from John Hiscock. They go round that one and turn. You can see that battle developing as Ivor Matthews is trying to stay on terms with the rest of the field. And he's asked for a start for him so far, as he moves through into 5th place. But if we keep our eye on the front, we're going into the last lap as they come past us this time. Roger Measor and Shane Lapham with a much tighter shot going back there. So realising that Alan Blewett is going to take those tyres from the sideline. And Steve Wright closing on Alan Blewett. So are we going to see a challenge on this last bend, because Steve Wright is much closer to Alan Blewett than he has been for the rest of the race. So it's the exit of the bend that he'll make the charge if he's going to, but it's going to be a win for Roger Measor and Shane Lapham. And John Blewett hangs for 2nd. Steve and Gary Wright finishing 3rd. Ivor Matthews has worked his way up into 4th place. Race 7, the completion of all the first rides this afternoon for all of our competitors. A win for outfit number 51, that's Roger Measor and Shane Lapham. In 2nd place, outfit number 3, Alan and John Blewett. In 3rd place, 101, Steve and Gary Wright. And 4th place, number 15, is Ivor Matthews and Ian Weatherly. In 5th place, number 184, John Hiscock and Matt Sleep. 6th place finisher there, 111, Pete Goodwin and Carl Pugh. The winning time, 1:30.49, 1:30.49, that winning time. A win for outfit number 51 in race 7. On to the 2nd leg for the solos.
Thank you, Jim. Yes, indeed. Interesting to look at the solo competition, and it's interesting. Something like 6 people have run the Masters, I think. Simon Wigg has won it on 5 occasions. Martin Hagan won it twice. Mark Lawrence won it twice. Simon Cross has won it twice. Joe Screen has won it twice. And Steve Schofield won it once. And yes, I remember discussing this once with Simon Wigg, and he said, well, most major championships have been shared between small number of competitors over the years, and I guess if you look at the World Long Track and some of the competitions, that's probably true. But you can see from those names just how hard it is to win the British Masters Speedway Star Solo Championship. So then, 2nd leg, as I said, Kelvin Tatum on 50, Steve Schofield on 48, Jeremy Doncaster on 45. and so is Tony Atkin, and we look to see, and they stay in that on-pull fly, overslides just a little there, but gets it under control, and in fact John Underwood took a little avoiding action and has dropped back a few places. Going to close up on the ladies out of them. And then Colin Earl. And Simon Cross being challenged by Colin Earl as they go around that bottom end, but Colin just not having the speed to go past the twice times British Masters champion. Meanwhile, out in front then. First try it is. Had a couple of had a good year, well, as indeed have Exeter had a good year as a team. So then, we look across the far side. Tony Atkin looks anxiously over his shoulder. He knows that Simon Cross is only a few metres back, but Simon Cross and Colin Earl right there with him. So one more lap to go for more flying down in front. Colin Earl will score. In fifth place, he won't go past us with Lee Lapham. But the Ipswich man is a little way back from the four riders ahead of him. So they come around the top bend and head towards us, and it's going to be a victory here for number 55, Paul Fry. And actually gets second. Yes, Simon Cross from Colin Earl in fourth place, Lee Lapham in fifth, John Underwood in sixth, and in seventh place, that looked like number 8, I think, Chris Tritt. We'll check on that. Follows in first place, number 55, Paul Fry. In second place, number 10, Tony Atkin. In third place, number 14, Simon Cross. In fourth place, number 172, Colin Earl. In fifth place, number 101, Lee Lapham. In sixth place, number 77, John Underwood. In seventh place, number 8, Chris Tritton. And in eighth place, number 117, Tony Dart. And the winner's time, 1 minute 33.66. 1 minute 33.69 is like this. Jason Handley, the British 350 champion. Steve Bishop looking really good after recovering from that injury. Dave Steen, the Reading Speedway man. Glen Cunning, Swindon Speedway. Roger Love, who's had some outings for Exeter, I think, and also in the Conference League. Malcolm Simmons, who's been right at the top of the Speedway tree. John Jeffries, who's been riding Speedway again this year. And James Corthrow. So it's Jason Handley out in front, Glen Cunning in second place. Oh, look at that struggle for third, fourth and fifth place. So then, coming around towards us, it's the British 350 champion, it's Jason Handley, a world the final. In third place and in fourth place is Malcolm Simmons. Malcolm looking much more at home on this circuit than he was at Andover in the first round. So then, to our left, Jason Handley then. Flying well as he has all year. So Jason Handley then, looking as though he's got this one under control. And that's the very thing to say in this stage in a race. One more lap to go. Jason Handley looks back. In the second spot. David Steve in the third spot. Fourth place is the fifth place. So Jason Handley then looks as though he's got this one pretty much sewn up as he comes around towards us. Checkered flag goes out. Victory round to four. Glen Cunning in second spot. Steen in third. Fourth place is Malcolm Simmons. Fifth place is Bishop. And sixth place, James Corthrow. The results then of of race 9 as follows. In first place, number 95, Jason Handley. In second place, number 98, Glen Cunning. In third place, number 11, David Steen. In fourth place, number 30, Malcolm Simmons. In fifth place, number 34, Steve Bishop. In sixth place, number 169, James Corthroy. In seventh place, number 114, John Jeffries. And in eighth place, number 37, Roger Lobb. And the winner's time, 1 minute 35.05. 1 minute 35.05. Paul Hurry has 38. Steve Schofield has 48 at the moment. Tucked in behind. That looks like Andy Sell was there, and Peter Lloyd, in fact. Peter Lloyd is up into fourth spot with Trevor Banks. But down the back straight then, as Paul Hurry on that gun close right up on Steve Schofield, but Steve Schofield with the advantage. Paul Hurry in second spot, but who's going to get that third spot as they come right towards us? Peter Lloyd has it at the moment. Scott Nichols, Ipswich Speedway man, up in contention here. Andy Sell, I think it is behind him. So on the far side then, Steve Schofield trying to establish a few metres advantage over Paul Hurry. Seems to be doing just that. Paul Hurry, 2 metres in third ahead. And Scott Nichols, Ashcroft, and then that number 74, Scott Wilson. Well, Peter Lloyd had all sorts of a moment down there, and it looks like he's got a problem. Tragedy there, but I don't know whether he had maybe a puncture in that section. I'll find out. He's on the last lap. Paul Hurry in second place. Scott Nichols in third. Trevor Banks in fourth. And Andy Sell side by side behind him. So then we look to our left. Tragedy there for Peter Lloyd, who had such a good meeting in the first round. And coming round towards us, it's Steve Schofield who's going to go here. Steve Schofield is the change over for Peter Lloyd. Paul Hurry in second spot in this one. Scott Nichols in third. Trevor Banks in fourth. In fifth place is going to be Phil Ashcroft. So, number 74, Scott Wilson, just ahead of number 50, Andy Sell. Follows in first place, number 3, Steve Schofield. In second place, number 86, Paul Hurry. In third place, number 66, Scott Nichols. In fourth place, number 12, Trevor Banks. In fifth place, number 83, Phil Ashcroft. In sixth place, number 74, Scott Wilson. And in seventh place, number 50, Andy Sell. No eighth finisher. Winner's time, 1 minute 32.33. 1 minute 32.33. Bears getting well too on the outside, so it's Kelvin Tatum then, from Jeremy Doncaster. Vince Kinchin going well this afternoon in that third spot. So, Kelvin Tatum, the man who last year created track racing history. Up from Cornwall, it's 177 is Gary Lobb. Well, we look across the leader. That leader is Kelvin Tatum, the London Lions Speedway man. On the new track here, Jeremy Doncaster still in second place. That's the battle on the third. Now in fourth. Gary Lobb in fifth. David Measor, I think, tucked in behind in sixth place. Well, a lot of hard racing to go yet before we garland the winners, but Tatum flying by. Well, on the way to winning this second and then number 53, Steve Holding. So then, Kelvin Tatum coming off to the top bend. Beautiful speed up, sideways action. A little bend for Kelvin Tatum. Jeremy Doncaster in that second spot. Vince Kinchin gets third. Patron gets fourth. Fifth place to Gary Lobb. Sixth place to David Mears. Seventh place to Steve Holding. As follows. In first place, number 1, Kelvin Tatum. In second place, number 6, Jeremy Doncaster. In third place, number 844, Vince Kinchin. In fourth place, number 9, Mitchell Godden. In fifth place, number 177, Gary Lobb. In sixth place, number 139, David Mears. In seventh place, number 53, Steve Holding. And in eighth place, number 24, Ray Morton. And the winner's time, 1 minute 31.77. 1 minute 31.77.
The best of the sound from it. Alan and John Blewett with a terrific start from that outside gate. Into the first bend they go as John Hiscock was up in second. John Halsey coming around the outside as they come into that first turn. And John Halsey has gone very, very wide. Alan Blewett also going wide and John Hiscock. John Halsey now to fight his way through from that third spot. He had a third first time out, of course. Robbie Wilson is up in fourth place at the moment, but going best of all, Alan and John Blewett. They've gone very, very wide again. John Hiscock has gone with Time set now on Alan and John Blewett. They're very, very quick up that back straight. Well, there were some anxious moments in the pits this morning when we thought that Alan and John Blewett were going to make no problems for John Hiscock on that top bend. John Hiscock, John Halsey up in second place has pulled out into the centre with some sort of mechanical problem. It means that John Hiscock has now moved up into second place. Dave Steele has worked his way through the field and up into third, and as we see the checkered flag being made ready, it is going to be a win, the first this afternoon for Alan and John Blewett. John Hiscock and Matt finishing second, Dave Steele and Andy Orchard finishing in third, but tragedy there for John Halsey. And we can't see what in fact has happened to John Halsey. My lap scorers are telling me we hope that they would take the opportunity to push over the line because they would pick up 1 point for that finishing place. At the moment it looks as if they are trying to free that chain. In fact, I think it is just a chain that's come off. The marshals have advised John Halsey and Jason Glennie that if they push the machine over the line, or indeed they might even be able to get it started again if it was just a chain that had come off, there is a sixth place and 1 valuable point. Well, we don't want anybody to help them. The marshal quickly advising that without any outside assistance they can still finish. And in fact they rejoin the circuit where they left it, so going exactly by the rule book. They indeed take that finish. They've got the 1 point and are aware that that could be valuable to them, as I mentioned. More perhaps importantly to a lot of the riders, they want to get in that top 10 finishing place to make sure they qualify for next year. Let's see the official result then. It's race 12 in your programme. A win for outfit number 3, Alan and John Blewett. Maximum points to them. In second place, number 184, John Hiscock and Matt Sleep. In third place, number 17, Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. In fourth place, number 25 is Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. Fifth place, number 149, Len Foreman and Terry Madeley. And in sixth place, outfit number 13, as you all saw there, that is John Halsey and Jason Glennie. The winning time, 131.32, 131.32. So we're on to race 13, and if you look at the lineup, what a cracking race this looks to be. We've got outfit number 51, Roger Measor and Shane Lapham, who had a win first time out. They came into this second half of the Masters sitting in third place on the overall point score chart. Number 24 is Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. They had a win first time out as well. Number 8, Mark Edwards and Nick Walters came into this second round sitting in second place overall in the points chart. They had a second place first time out. Ivor Matthews and Ian Weatherly. They were right up there amongst the points coming into this second round, and they had a disappointing fourth place. I say disappointing for them because they would have expected to be picking up higher points. So what a cracking race we've got in prospect for race 13. Looking at the good positions, Rob Wilson starts on the inside. Next to him, Roger Measor. In the middle of the gate, Ivor Matthews and Mark Edwards. So that's interesting. We've got Richard Thomas and Ivor Matthews sitting in grid 3. But it's Mark Edwards and Roger Measor together to go into that first turn. Mark Edwards being forced to go wide, but Roger Measor stayed on the middle of the circuit. Rob Wilson trying to find a gap on the the first time, Roger Measor and Shane Lapham leading at the moment from Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles in third, and it's Ivor Matthews that's got that battle one up into fourth place as they come round off the top turn for the second time. Roger Measor trying to keep the power on. There is a battle between Mark Edwards and Rob Wilson. Rob got very, very close in this bottom turn. Mark Edwards pulls away from him up that back straight. Rob Wilson appears to close on the exit of the bends, and as they come down past Tatum on this top turn. And as we see them come into this last bend, I can see that in the interest of safety, the clerk of the course has put a red flag up. That's Roger Measor and Shane Lapham. In second place, outfit number 8, Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. In third place, number 24, was Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. fourth place, number 15, Ivor Matthews and Ian Weatherly. And in fifth place, outfit number 60, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. No official time, of course, the race being stopped in the interest of safety. So that official result taken after 3 laps. Well, we can see the outfit of Steve Smith appearing from that pit box. Again, looking at those gate positions, Steve Smith right on the outside. We've seen 1 or 2 good starts from those outside gates, so I don't think at this stage you'll be too disappointed. On the inside has made a good start, and at the moment as we go into that first turn, it is Gary Jackson and Mick Stace that have opened up quite a gap already. It's Reg Blackburn in second place. Pete Goodwin has come a long way round the outside. Off on the rest of the field. But in the meantime, right at the front of the field, Gary Jackson and Mick Stace look to be in absolutely terrific form this afternoon. Go around this top bend, looking to find all the different routes around that top bend. They tried the wide line, this time they'll try the inside line. This will win a car here up in second. Very well in third, and Steve Smith now starting to close on Steve and Gary Wright. I think try and keep one eye on Gary Jackson at the front. He's pulling away from the field, but also keep an eye on what's happening in 4th, 5th and 6th place because they're chopping and changing. Steve and Gary Wright have moved up into 4th place. Steve Smith is closing right up on the trackboard. Steve Smith right on the back wheel of Steve Wright. And on the far side, I'm sure a lot of you have seen how well Gary Jackson and Mick Stace went in the first round. They very deservedly had that maximum score from the first round, and they're going to maintain it now as they're the 6th. Also arrived and they had 6 wins. A great result for Steve Schofield in second. Robert Winneman close to the line between Steve and Gary Wright. Well, I'll leave that one to the line judge on the lap scores because that was very, very tight on the line. To result, another win for outfit number 23. They really are piling the pressure on. That's maximum points again for Gary Jackson and Mick Stace. In second place, number 111 is Pete Goodwin and Carl Pugh. In third place, number 148, that's Rob Winterburn and Chris Winterburn. In fourth place, that it was very, very tight on the line, but only by the width of the tread of the tyre. 101, Steve and Gary Wright. In fifth place, and outfit number 2, Steve Smith and Dave French. In sixth place, number 26, Reg Blackburn and Paul Whitelum. The winning time, 129.08. 129.08.
Kelvin Tatum. Mitchell Gordon is in that battle for second spot. In fact, Mitchell Gordon it is who comes around the outside, takes that second spot. Gary Lobb in fourth at the moment as we look across to the far side. So then, Kelvin Tatum. Really superb start. John Wilson in third, James Corduroy battling away there with Roger Lobb for Andy Sowell with a misfire. And John Underwood, well, it's running, but he's obviously not happy. Meanwhile then, Kelvin Tatum on his own. John Wilson for Gary Lobb in fourth. Gary Lobb making up a little bit of ground, I think. James Corduroy in fifth place. That's here, one more lap to go. With a new track today, and around it. Mitchell Gordon on the ground in second spot. Gary Lobb in third. Then James Corduroy, and then Roger Lobb. So then, off the top then they come as Andy Sowell misfires his last off the line. Second flag goes out. Victory for number one for Kelvin Tatum. Mitchell Gordon is going to get that second spot. And the fourth place man goes down. Third place to Gary Lobb. Fourth place to James Corduroy. Fifth place to number 37, which is Roger Lobb. I think that's Scott Wilson, who went down. He gets back on again. Finishes, I reckon, in sixth, just ahead of Andy Sowell with that miss. 15. In first place, number 1, Kelvin Tatum. In second place, number 9, Mitchell Gordon. In third place, number 177, Gary Lobb. In fourth place, number 169, James Corduroy. In fifth place, number 37, Roger Lobb. In sixth place, number 74, Scott Wilson. And in seventh place, the only other finisher, number 50, Andy Sowell. And the winner's time, 1 minute 32.85. 1 minute 32.85. Those numbers again then coming up with Jeremy Doncaster, currently in third place in the competition. 5 points behind Steve Schofield, 7 points behind Kelvin Tatum, but in a very strong position overall. Jason Handley, we've just seen, score a win. Colin Earl is going well. Scott Nichols, David Mears taking over the ride of Steve Dorr. Phil Ashcroft, Vince Kinchin and Steve Holding. As well in that second spot as I went past, but it's Jem who has the advantage at the moment. So Jeremy Doncaster, Jason Handley in second place. Oh, Handley in trouble on the far side. And everybody misses him, thank goodness, and it's Vince Kinchin now in that second spot as they come round the top. And a tremendous battle here because it looks like Colin Scott Nichols is in that battle as well. It's Scott Nichols who is currently in 4th place, Vince Kinchin who is in 5th. Let's change that. Vince Kinchin is in 4th place at the moment. Scott Nichols is in 3rd, 2nd place for Colin Earl, and Jeremy Doncaster. Well, Jeremy Doncaster has been at the top of the Speedway and grass track scene for so long. Vince Kinchin in trouble down here. Vince Kinchin has pulled off on the bottom bend. Jeremy Doncaster had a little bit of a moment coming around that top bend. Kept it all together. Colin Earl in 2nd place. In 3rd. Steve Holding leading that gaggle of riders with Phil Ashcroft just behind him. Oops, and Phil Ashcroft goes through because a little bit of a problem on that bottom bend. Meanwhile, to our left, the leader, it's Jeremy Doncaster, number 6. Crosses the line, victory there for Jeremy Doncaster. Thomas gets 2nd, Colin Earl gets 3rd. Well, that was close, wasn't it? We'll wait for the official verdict on that one between number 53, Steve Holding, and number 83, Phil Ashcroft. The results then of race 16 as follows. In 1st place, number 6, Jeremy Doncaster. In 2nd place, number 66, Scott Nichols. In 3rd place, number 172, Colin Earl. And in 4th place, number 53, Steve Holding. In 5th place, number 83, Phil Ashcroft. And in 6th place, number 139, David Mears. No other finishes. Winner's time, 1 minute 35.91. 1 minute 35.91. Simon Cross goes that bit wider and then changes direction. Beautiful grass track manoeuvre there to take the lead again. So it's Simon Cross out in front, Paul Hurry in 2nd place, Peter Lloyd in 3rd as they come round towards us. And that really was a super bit of riding from Simon Cross there. In 5th place, about 101, Lee Lapham. Well, Simon Cross, twice a winner of the Masters, and always a hard man to beat on grass all the time. Following on for Harold Barron, Peter Lloyd in 3rd, Bill Davidson in 4th, Bill Lee Lapham behind him, and then 117, Tony Dart. And it looks as though Tony Dart has lost his steel shoe. Meanwhile, Simon Cross it is who leads the field. As they go into the last lap. In 2nd, then Peter Lloyd, then David Storm, then at 101. Lee Lapham, of course, that is, so no changes from the previous lap. So then, it's Crossy coming towards it, Simon Cross, Coventry Speedway man, who wins. Paul Hurry, number 5 man, second place, Peter Lloyd, third, David Stephen, fourth, Lee Lapham behind him in 5th place. In first place, number 14, Simon Cross. In second place, number 86, Paul Hurry. In third place, number 4, Peter Lloyd. In fourth place, number 11, David Steen. In fifth place, number 101, Lee Lapham. In sixth place, number 117, Tony Dart. In seventh place, number 24, Ray Morton. And in eighth place, number 34, Steve Bishop. The winner's time was 1 minute 34.97. 1 minute 34.97. Those numbers again read 40. Solo third leg, and in this go Tony Atkin, Steve Schofield, 2 points back on the leader at the moment. Trevor Banks, Glen Cunning also in contention. Malcolm Simmons, Paul Fry, who just had a splendid win. John Jeffries and Chris Tritt. And Paul Fry in there as well. In fact, it's Scoey in front, Paul Fry in second spot. Trevor Banks in fourth. It looks like Tony Atkin was in third, now in fourth place as they go up the back straight. So it's Steve Schofield then with the advantage. And the Pool Speedway bound, world long track finalist, European Grasstrack, second place. Tony Atkin and Glen Cunning looking to join in the fun there. It's all pretty tight. Look at Tony Atkin and Trevor Banks going hard at it for that third spot. Trevor Banks just with the advantage at the moment. Tony Atkin leg trailing as they go into the bend, looking to find a gap. Meanwhile, Adam Sanders. Then Glen Cunning just ahead of number 8, Chris Tritt. To John Jeffries. The battle for third place goes on, and this time it's Tony Atkin who has seized the advantage. Trevor Banks back to fourth place. Is this the end of the struggle, or will Trevor close up as we get towards the end of the race? Who's going to the lead in the last lap? In that second spot. Trevor Banks in fourth, then Cunningham in fifth. And in sixth place, Chris Tritt, and in seventh place, John Jeffries. So, Steve Schofield riding that top bend well as they come round towards it. Victory then for Steve Schofield. Paul Fry with a second place, third place for Tony Atkin, fourth place for Trevor Banks, fifth place for Glen Cunning, sixth place for Chris Tritt, and seventh place for number 114, John Jeffries. As follows: in first place, number 3, Steve Schofield. In second place, number 55, Paul Fry. In third place, number 10, Tony Atkin. In fourth place, number 12, Trevor Banks. In fifth place, number 98, Glen Cunningham. In sixth place, number 8, Chris Tritt. In seventh place, number 114, John Jeffries, no 8 finisher. The winner's time, 1 minute 33.95. 1 minute 33.95. The numbers once again.
They've had 2 rides here this afternoon and 2 wins, 4 rides at the first round. There's 6 wins altogether so far. Number 148, Rob and Chris Winterburn, who indeed in 6th place coming from the first round. They've had a 4th and a 3rd place here this afternoon. Most disappointing perhaps is Ivor Matthews and Ian Weatherly with 2 4th places. They'll be anxious to improve on that. Is this going to be the race that they do that? Steve and Gary Wright on the 3rd and the 4th place here this afternoon. Overall they've scored 21 points. Sitting back there in equal 9th place so far on the point scoring. But still more qualifying rides to go, the semi-finals and the finals, so Plenty of points still available. Coming out, Gary Jackson and Mick Stace. Let's quickly look at those gate positions because no one gate position has been consistent this afternoon. We've had good starts from the inside and the outside. Gary Jackson will go right in the middle of the gate on that gate 3, as you can see. Rob Winterburn on the inside. I have the methods between those two. Made a good one, but Gary Jackson starts to stamp his authority on it as he gets into the middle of the straight. The rest all close up in that first turn. It's getting very, very tight for second, third, fourth and fifth. As Gary Jackson pulls away, going in front of us. Steve and Gary Wright, this Steve would have gone around the outside. He's got up in the second, but we've got a great scrap on our hands for that second, third and fourth place. Gary Jackson and Mick Stace have opened up the gap between them and that battle. So at the moment it's Rob Winterburn that's holding second. Jackson looks to be in terrific form this afternoon. The rest of the riders just watching him go away from them. Again, he tries to find the fastest way around this top bend, keeping the power on this time a little bit further out. Rob Winterburn gets us to the inside line. Steve Wright has opened up to the challenge. You can see he's done a long way round up that backstraight now. He's going to be forced to stay wide going into this top bend. Rob Winterburn holding a very, very tight line, so Steve Wright forced to go wide and keep the power on. There's the second corner, there's another win for Gary Jackson and Mick Stace. Rob and Chris Winterburn win that battle for second spot. Steve and Gary Wright in third. Race 19 it was, the start of the third leg ride for the sidecars, and yet another win for outfit number 23. It's Gary Jackson and Mick Stace. In second place, number 148, Rob and Chris Winterburn. In third place, 101, Steve and Gary Wright. Fourth place, number 15, Ivor Matthews and Ian Weatherly. Fifth place there, number 184, John Hiscock and Matt Sleep. And sixth place, outfit number 1, Craig Cheetham and Clive Reynolds. The winning time, 1:30.96. 1:30.96, race 20. A chance to see in action once again, outfit number 51, Roger Measor and Shane Lapham. They've had 2 wins so far this afternoon. Outfit number 8, Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. 2 second places from their first 2 rides this afternoon. John Halsey and Jason Glennie, a 3rd place first time out, and then that loss of chain, meaning only a 6th place and 1 point in their second ride. Bridge Blackburn is with Paul Whitelam, has had a 4th and a 6th. And Robbie Wilson in the 5th and a 4th place. Len Foreman and Terry Madeley also looking to make up points. As I mentioned, they want to get themselves into that top 10 finishing position. That gives them automatic seeded qualification through to next year's competition. already got some lead on Roger Measor, but it's John Halsey that's pushing through to get into second. So Mark Edwards takes the lead coming round that first bend. John Halsey up in second, Roger Measor in third, Len Foreman in fourth at the moment. There's the rest sometimes as we pick them out going into this pit bend for the first time. Mark Edwards and Nick Walters looking to get their first win of the afternoon. John Halsey and Jason Glenning still there in second, but Roger Measor closing right up on them on that back straight. Into the top turn they go for the second time, and Mark Edwards turns it sideways, gets very, very tight coming out of the bend, and he looks to slow. He knows that he's been out this first serve. It's John Halsey that are in closest pursuit in that second place. Still Roger Measor there in third place, but Roger Measor looked very quick up this back straight, and again he's quick and he catches up on John Halsey. Not quite caught enough to have a go in this top bend, but he's got very close to him. Oh, he's getting very, very tight on the inside. John Halsey goes a little bit wide coming down this side. Roger Measor goes through on the inside and it's all very, very close. Roger Measor goes through. John Halsey looking at coming back at him. And it is indeed a fight for that second place which Roger Measor gets the better of. But Mark Edwards and Nick Walters, unaware of the battle that's going on behind them, still stay in the lead. And again turn it very, very hard in that top bend. Oh, they come towards me and they put their first. Roger Measor takes second, John Halsey in third, Len Foreman finishing in fourth, and Robbie Wilson in fifth. Leads of the wind for outfit number 8, that's Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. In second place, number 51, Roger Measor and Shane Lapham. In third place, outfit number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glenning. In fourth place, number 149, Len Foreman and Terry Madeley. In fifth place, number 25, that's Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. The winning time, 131.61, 131.6. Start this time. Just better than him though is Alan Broad as they go into that first turn. Rob Wilson trying to close up on the inside as well, make room to come through on the inside of Steve Smith. Working his way through on the inside, and indeed he's got Alan Broad as well as Rob Wilson has come out of that first end. So I'm sure Alan Broad was trying to make sure that Steve Smith didn't go on the outside of him. He pushed out slightly and Rob Wilson said thank you very much indeed. Up the inside he went, and indeed it is Rob Wilson and Tony Miles that are going well now in first place. Alan and John Blewett still there in second. Steve Smith up in third. It's Richard Thomas in fourth place at the moment. So a good ride for Richard Thomas. Good win on this top end. Indeed has left Carl Pugh. So all sorts of problems for Pete Goodwin. Done extremely well to hang on to the outfit, but in the process he's lost Carl Pugh, and I can see that Carl is up on his feet, but with the race we've got Rob Wilson still going extremely well, still leading from Alan and John Blewett. Around this top bend towards the last lap flag they come. And Jason working hard in that third place, but they're now coming under pressure from Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. Up the back straight they go. Rob Wilson still going extremely well. This is going to be his second win this afternoon as he comes round off that top bend. Comes towards the checkered flag. A great ride from Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. It's going to be close for second. But it was problems for Alan Bird as he come to the line, and Richard Thomas had brilliantly rode round the inside of Steve Smith. Any one of the marshals can let Pete Goodwin know that if any one of you can go and tell him. No, nobody's going to get there quick enough. Right, the official result of race 21, a win for outfit number 24, that's Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In second place, outfit number 3, that's Alan Blewett and John Blewett. In third place, number 60, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. In fourth place, number 2, Steve Smith and passenger Dave French. In fifth place, number 17, Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. The winning time, 131.94, 131.94, 24, 3, 60, 2 and 17.
Just hesitating a moment, something going on in the background. Right, sorry about that. Right, let's get back to race 22. First of the races in the fourth leg. And we have Jason Handley, Trevor Banks, Andy Sell, Dave Steen, Scott Nichols, Roger Lobb, John Jeffries and Tony Dark.